Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Boy in a Tree. And on this channel, I normally have talked about my first book, Joshua Tree, and then my second book, Joshua Tree Finds Peace. And those are older videos that I did forever ago. But now I'm changing it up, and because everything has changed, because I wrote a new book, Lou and the Perfect Ending. And so now on this channel, I do a lot of things. Well, now I just do my drum covers every once in a while. I'll throw those up there. Those are fun, man. I love playing drums. And then I've also made music that I've put on here too. So I just kind of do whatever on this channel now. Everything has changed because of this third book. This has affected everything. Now, but today I'm going to be talking about the artwork of Lou and the Perfect Ending. The artwork outside and inside of the book. There was three art. I talked about a little bit of this on my Instagram. I thank the artists of Lou and the Perfect Ending, so that's on my Instagram. And there are three artists, which is Raven, Jaylene, and Sushi Ray. Jaylene and Raven, they drew two art pieces of Lou, the main character, and they are inside the book, and these are them. And just thank you so much for drawing the versions of Lou. Those are just really special to me. But I'm going to be mainly talking about the cover of the book, because there's obviously just a lot going on in this. And yeah, so there obviously on this on this cover art is 5 characters. And those 5 characters, the name of them are Daysha, Ren, Lou. And then the one I think that sticks out like a sore thumb is Panda. And yes, his name is just simply, at least what he goes by, is just Panda. And yeah, so that, and then there's also this eye here, which is also a character. And I'm debating on whether I should say the name of it, of her, who that eye is. And you know, I might just leave that out of it. I might leave that a little mystery. Gotta have little mysteries in life. So yeah, so these are, and then there's of course this tree, which I mean, it's practically a character in itself. So if anything, I should say there's 6 characters in on this cover art. But yeah, so of course now I'll go a little detail. Lou is the main character, and she is, well, she's half Asian and she's half black. I just feel funny talking about the characters like as if they're people. Yeah, so Lou, and as you can see in this artwork, there is kind of a pentagram that's on her chest. Yes, it is a pentagram. Ooh, evil. And I guess this pentagram wasn't intentionally put on her. Yeah, I'll just say that that's just kind of part of the story. And yeah, she's the main character. She's the one that we mainly follow throughout the story. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. You know, it's like stuff I don't know how much I want to just reveal. You know, it's just little things you didn't know. That's Lucy, even though you probably knew that's Lou. She's, yeah, okay. Next character I'll talk about is Ren. Ren is the father of Lucy. That's this random guy over here in this red shirt. That is the father of Lucy, the main character. He is actually Japanese, so you know, like I said, Lou is half Asian, so she's half Japanese. And yeah, she's just the father of Lucy. And yeah, I'll just say that again. I'm just trying to be so general about it. I don't like revealing too much, just general stuff. There's a lot more within the story. There's so much more to all these characters. I'm just generally talking about them. And then we have this girl over here who's quite the looker, you know, quite. That is Daysha. She is she's a friend of Lucy's, that she knew back in, I think like middle school. Yeah, that's how far I got them going back, is like middle school into high school. She's a friend of Lucy, and they've known each other for a long time, and there's a lot more to her character. She plays a big role in the story too. They all do. There's so much more to her. Yeah, Daysha's actually a great character. I really enjoyed, like, she's in there very slightly, I think, actually, in the story, now that I think about it. And she's very just like little bits of her, but every time, like when she first comes in, it's kind of confusing, but like I I love writing from her perspective when like all of a sudden what she's going through. Like, you know, you get a little bit of a sense of her at the beginning of the story, and then like all of a sudden she's in the story in the middle of it, and it's just like I find her perspective in the story really interesting. And then we got the again, I feel like he's just the sore thumb of the, not in a bad way too. He just really pops out because he's just like, who the hell? What is that? And that is Panda. It's just a random dude there with the panda mask, and he's just, I don't know. There's just something about him. I feel like he's the first one that you see, and you're just like, what? But Panda basically is just, I guess he's just a gang leader in the story. Again, there's more depth, especially, I feel like there's actually a lot more depth, I think, to Panda that, again, that's not even his real name. It's just, I guess, his alias that he goes by Panda, obviously, because he wears a panda mask. But I've been thinking about his backstory for a while, and, yeah, I think there's actually a lot more depth to him that I don't go into in this book, but that I want to go into in the future, because I have plans for more. I have plans for mainly, okay, I'll just say between Ren and Panda, those two characters, Lucy's dad and Panda, there's more depth there that I need to expand on that I'm currently actually working on. But yeah, and then there's of course the eye there, that purple iris, that purple eye there. That is a character that was actually from in my former books, Joshua Tree and Joshua Tree Finds Peace. That is a character that is within these stories, and that is bleeding over into Lou and the Perfect Ending. Because I will say, there is a general, I mean, it's hard not to when you're writing books. There's a general world that I'm building here in these books. And, yeah, this book was a way of expanding it. I kind of, like, diverted from those books and then just kind of started another story, but that's within this overall world that I'm trying to build. And then this eye right here is it's a piece of Joshua Tree's story, that story that I started forever ago, bleeding into Lou and the Perfect Ending, and from here on out I'm just slowly trying to expand on it, and just make more. So that's why I would appreciate it if you bought my book, Lou and the Perfect Ending. Link will be in the description to buy it. It would mean a lot to me. This story is something I'm not going to stop ever doing, so I'd appreciate it if some people followed me through this story. And yeah, that is it. Oh yeah, last thing, of course, there's the tree, but the last thing is that all these characters are all, of course, connected, but in a very actually specific way in the story, where it's actually in this artwork. There's I guess a sort of, I don't know what's got, like a medium that they're all connected through, just like, I don't know, spiritually, psychically, and there's a certain, a reason why they're connected. Yeah, there is a kind of a medium that's connecting them together, and it's on this cover art, like almost like it has to do with obviously the star. You see how they're all in obviously a kind of star. Well, that's a huge part of the story too, which is also connected to Lou's pentagram there on her chest. That's a big part of it. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That is the artwork of Lou and the Perfect Ending, drawn by Sushi Ray, and I love it so much. She really just captured the idea of the story in this, and it's very anime looking, which I'm sorry, I love it too. It's still great. It's still great. Anime is good too. Anime is great. This kind of, I love this drawing. I really appreciate it so much, Sushi. You have no idea. And yeah, the artwork is actually, again, there's artwork from Raven and Jaylene thrown throughout the book, and yeah, it really came together really well, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate it if you bought the book. Link will be down below, like I said earlier. Okay, yeah, that's it. Go check out My other videos that I throw up here, I mean, those are the ones that'll get more views. Just my drum covers that I'm going to be doing and throwing on here. Every once in a while, music. I don't know if I'll make any more Lou tunes, but maybe one day. Yeah, so just, stay connected, and I'll see you guys next time.